So
You said that they are walking around the west side.
yes, I know.
And we are
That's where
also
the
on the
train-
west side.
I am well aware of
Okay.
this. Right.
All part of the plan.
Well, not really. I mean, I don't. It's
No.
it just makes sense they would be in that area, and also, as you know, I don't really care about everyone being together necessarily. Not in a situation like this. Why don't we go straight to it? Why don't we go
I'm
to
going
this
to the
shrine?
temple.
Yeah, the Shrine of the Sun. And the Shrine of the Sun is I think that they would have built it on the same wall as the gate, as far away from the gate as you can be. Oh no, as near to the gate as you can be legally, legally do something like that. So it is probably one of these strange houses that they have in Nibenay with the carvings and things like that. But it's up against the gate. So here's the western gate up here. So it would probably even be that little spot right there. And it used to be that they just rented an abandoned house. Now they have redecorated, and with all the funds they have made, they have put on additions, and probably the people who administer the gate are regretting this, because now the Shrine of the Sun is becoming a big spectacle when you enter the city at the Western Gate, when before it was just a ratty old house.
Hello. Here's where the better people are.
That's right. Welcome to Nibenay. Right. When you don't get enslaved, and if you're enslaved, don't die. Okay, so you'll be ending up there. So yes.
I am entering there.
Well, hold on.
Not quite yet.
Yeah, we have
Why not?
because I have to tell you what it's like.
Okay, yeah,
right?
sure.
So it might not be quite so easy to just walk in, for one thing. And so they have cleared a space in front with, cleans the bricks and everything. This is without permission. They have cleaned off all the walkways and things and set up little holy symbols and stuff. So it's kind of like they're making their footprint, kind of bigger, just by cleaning up a little. And there is a big sun symbol in gold, which probably means just a gold overlay, has been placed at the top above the door. So that's pretty new, actually. In fact, maybe somebody is even still, installing, the details of this new logo they have been able to afford.
Is this Skysinger's headquarters?
No, this is the Shrine of the Sun by the Western Gate.
Ah, okay.
Right.
Is this close to the rituals are they about to happen, or they
Well,
revealing?
I think that's.
Okay.
If you're going there to set up water for
yeah.
things, are you going to try to make a deal with the shrine, or are you just going to try to be there with your?
I'm going to be just outside the cleaned area, and I'm going to be quite pushy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm having my own merchants also be quite pushy.
That's what I'm thinking. You even brought like wagons, right?
Yeah. And we're
with
selling
cupboards that you open.
And we're selling arena water and purple edition.
That's right. That's right.
Purple dye.
Yeah. One for you and one for your dead, almost loved ones.
That's right. You drink this one and you pour it out.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's.
And if I happen to see a gladiator at the place, I might want to make sure that the person drinks the arena water wherever they can see it.
Right. I see.
Okay.
It's marketing.
This one.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Okay.
How did I survive in the wild where there's barely any water? I don't think we addressed that.
Well, for one thing.
Did you have this critical
water? Yeah, you did
that
have
was
the water.
okay.
Yeah, but was there like dirt or something?
Why was it okay before the defile?
It was okay before the defile.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had one stream that I depended on.
No, but also in the desert you have different like cactus and fruit and roots and so on, where you actually get when you eat them you get enough water content that you don't need to drink directly also.
They make an interesting point that since Athos is supposed to be a world that used to be fertile. That this is clearly some sort of fantasy apocalyptic thing.
Yeah.
That therefore many of the species are not as adapted to the desert as you might think, because they didn't evolve there. So, which is interesting. But you're absolutely right about the ecology. Anybody who survives there is going to have to deal with the
and also, more importantly, blood is mostly water as well.
Oh yes.
So you kill something, you drink its blood. Hey, hydration.
Okay, now we have, yes.
Going in.
Oh, well, you keep saying go in like there's some cathedral
We
door.
established how it looks like. We established that there is water drainers outside.
Well, yes, but also that there are one last thing. There are people who in the characteristic outfit of the Shrine of the Sun, which is best described as kind of a little cup and G-string, and then a system of straps that go up the chest, and hats. Right. And so they are walking up and down and trying to organize people for viewing, and they are also talking about special on this day we have a special offer, 2 for 1, if we will, 1 donation for 2 bodies is a special deal today. So if you have anything like that in your household, then here, sign here. Right. So they're busy working the crowd for all this kind of thing. And so the crematorium is set inside and at the back of this building. So the supplies have been lined up back there, but all of this is behind a fence. And so the idea, though, is that when they get burned, that this big belch of powdery smoke goes up, and and that's sort of the climax of the routines. So there are various people grouped up at the side of the plaza, and they are putting on costumes. They found a really short guy, and some. Yes, there are sort of exaggerated and not particularly faithful depictions of all the people there. They put up a little. The star is going to play a Shatra, and she's not going to come out until she's ready. So this is some kind of acting troupe that they've hired to do this. So everybody's like trying to look at them, and and their thugs are like, get out of here, quit looking at the actors. So that's happening at the other side. Okay, now you're going to march straight into the middle of all of this.
I am walking towards the inside of the temple, and the first guy in a robe that would try to stop me, I'm basically going to say, you have to take me to your manager. There has been a serious mistake made that might cost the temple their license.
Oh. Okay. So you said robe. I believe I said.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes, the
one of the biggest hats.
Yes, you're
yes,
looking for the hat.
The biggest one.
Exactly. Right. So easily enough, yes, you will encounter the biggest hat of the bunch.
Higher rank, bigger hat.
Yeah, that's right. And that's an exact science when it comes to religion, No joke. So the situation with this fellow is that he's going to try to explain to you, this is sacred ground, and that we are all very, I'm certain that all of the proprieties have been handled, and if you have a
license to buy the bodies of slaves. A body of a free woman has been given instead.
Well, there
I'm
are
her brother.
exceptions.
There is no exception. I'm the next of kin. I have not given permission.
Well, this is very interesting. Perhaps you. Fedaramin, I'm sure he has a minute to speak with you.
Thank you very much.
Come on in.
Yes.
Right. And so you safely go into the safe space of the safe cult.
Hey.
Sounds good. Okay, good.
I guess I noticed Farouk.
You certainly. Right, right.
Then I think I want to be part of it. So
Oh, you do?
I'm kind of casually signing up and following with some bottles.
Oh, I see.
Okay. I want to see what happens, I guess. And
I would like to.
You guys are both very brave.
Yes.
No, I would like to point out, Farouk is one of the Arena Gladiator stars right now.
Yes, yes, correct.
And he is very charming, and
Yes.
he is using this
very,
very generously.
Right.
So he is pampered
Mm-hmm.
right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Like his long elven hair is on a ponytail.
Yeah, yeah.
His
you've got
muscles might be glistening.
You've got your jock on.
Yep.
Yes. Your whole like sports.
Perfect front figure for Gladiator Walker.
I am
the new brand.
walking advertisement for the next fights.
Right.
That's
right,
why
Perfect.
Rivara
Rivara.
is allowing me to go.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you know what? I think that's true. I think that that you're going to be very welcomed. And it's how, the fellow is like, Fedaramin, this person's like, and he's like, what are you doing? Slap. And it turns to you and says, you are very welcome here. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Sorry. Still getting confused. Yeah, I know. Still very
sorry. Axel actually does this mentally. He still calls me from time to time.
I see.
Too.
Right? Yeah.
So this is now ongoing joke.
Yeah. I'll try to get over it. Okay, he says, it is wonderful to have you here, Sharon. Of course, we recognize you, and of course, we are eager to accommodate anything you would like. In fact, if you wanted to say a few words to introduce the pageant and the reenactment of your heroic support of Our Lady of Shafra.
I would love to do that. Priest
Fedaramin.
Fedaramin.
Yes.
However, I need you to take care of something for me first. And that's the reason why I'm actually here.
Do tell me.
My sister's body has been erroneously given to your cult.
That was
She is a free woman.
Yes, but that is a concession with the gladiators.
She was not a gladiator, and I'm the next of kin.
Ooh. Well, you see, in the texts of the Shrine of the Sun, we have names. We respect the spirits and the bodies of those we consume, and consume in the flames.
No, I'm not saying this in person, but I call it.
We will. So when we name these names to the people who have come to watch, and in the eyes of the great sun, pauses, the great sun, then it would be wrong to say the name and not perhaps, if I explained a little bit better, you could see how this is the supreme method for your sister's holy remains to be celebrated.
I would. This sounds like a great idea. Maybe while you're leading me to her body, so I can see her remains. I would like to convince him to do that. Like I'm actually like I want to look.
Bad. Yeah, it's not that bad an idea. I'm wondering if there's really a conflict here. And if it weren't for the creepy side of all of this, there would be no conflict, right? Because it's a win-win,
Yeah.
right? But there is a creepy side.
Yeah.
So let's find out.
What do you want here? Charismatic, intuitive,
Violence.
will honor Ruth's memory. That's the reason
Oh,
why I'm
any
there.
of those work.
Any of there?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's 2 dice. You're kind of going against. You're doing an appropriate thing, actually.
I will add 1 pool from my pool.
And also which trait?
The charismatic.
Do you have the die for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
see.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
It was for a moment.
Oh. Ouch. Okay, so in that case, he becomes extremely accommodating. Of course, that's precisely the right thing for us to do. Come with me. Come with me. And he becomes so, so courteous and so friendly, and is going to take you to the other end of the building, right? Takes you through the building. And it's just a good question. When you're going to recognize just what a bad idea this was.
I have intuitive.
I know you are.
But the thing is, you sneaked in as well.
I walked in.
You walked in.
Yeah.
Alongside me?
No,
just after me.
Just after you. So, but I was probably hearing some of it, and I'm very interested in keeping tabs on what's happening with you.
Mentally infused monster.
Let's not have that one.
What did you say? Mentally.
Elementally infused.
So something more
Mentally infused.
Elementally.
Yeah.
Elementally, yeah.
Some burning thing, I guess.
Now, here's the thing. I think Sharuk is much more of a wild card than Ru was. However, he's definitely not stupid. Maybe he didn't realize he wasn't as charming. He agreed to bring
I'm
him
saying
in.
the way that he's acting is not exactly normal. He's actually getting a little excited.
Yeah, but you already established that people know that he's a little bit creepy.
Right.
Yeah, and you failed your role.
So I don't think I would see that this is something out of the ordinary for the reputation that this guy has.
Let me talk along, and I think
Okay.
I catch your viewpoint here. So now that I have just examined a few completely irrelevant rules and ideas that the book provides, would provide if somebody were looking for it.
Yeah.
Summoning a spirit to
Something flaming, I guess.
Yeah.
He says, "Well, I will introduce you." He says, "I grant your wish," and he throws open the doors into this back courtyard, which has some high fences there, and just a little bit. In fact, you can even see that people are preparing the crematorium over to the side and back. It's pretty industrial looking. I mean, it looks really functional. And there are a group of young women who are wearing these very, very flimsy, little shirt dress things. And they are oddly just kind of sitting around in a casual way.